Ma magie vous détruira tous.
I hope the villagers see our warning in time. Let us make our way to Zorhist. The village elder will be glad to hear what we have accomplished. Look, over there. Another fighter.
Outsiders, you will speak with me. Now, you still stand because I witnessed your colorful companion tend to Heek Zisha's wounds and help light the signal pyres. For that, I allow you breath enough to explain your presence during this attack on Zorhist. I am well acquainted with this swamp dweller. This is not her first attempt to meet with Stone Shaper Toshka, and I believe he made himself quite clear when he told her not to return. Has she asked you to face my wrath in her stead? So you readily admit you were manipulated? How easily a little stone bends to the whims of wind and rain. You've wasted enough of my time. As the village's death dancer, it is my duty to strike you down. Ready yourself. It was a good deed, outsider. One worthy of being carved in stone. So be it. My name is Zika Ilan, and I am the Death Dancer, the guardian of this village. You may proceed into Zorhist. Stone Shaper Toshka will indeed be grateful. The Stone Shaper waits at the center of our village. Come.
The Bright Throat dares return.
And with another outsider, Stone Shaper.
Stone Shaper Toshka, please. You must listen. Your hist tree calls out for help.
Enough! Words spill off your tongue like gravel. I will speak with your companion. I have already listened to the ravings of this saptooth. But you are different. Speak plainly. Do you seek to take advantage of our village during this necromancer attack? Because I assure you, the Stone Nest know how to defend ourselves. In all our time here on Solstice, we have never etched stories of the Hist song in stone. It has been silent for as long as our Zanmirs have stood. And yet, you say it sings to this swamp scale, and not to us? The same fellowship that made a home in the corpse of Luthixel? Of course, you would not know the true name of Sunport. The Scaleless ones have erased that memory from history. Your Sturk Fellowship carries no weight here. Tell me then, this Manikai, I see a brittle thing, fresh from her egg, eager as the lichen that grows wide without first placing roots. Do you trust her? Can she really hear the hist? You have the eyes of a hunter, yet the tongue of a teacher. So be it. You may both enter the courtyard behind me. It is where our Hist resides. If she can truly hear its song, she must prove it. Zika Ilan, escort the outsiders into the courtyard. I will allow the Saptooth access to our Hist. If this is an outsider trick, you are free to kill them.
This way, Tepi Voss.
My scales shimmer with gratitude, Stone Shaper.
We may not hear the Hist song, but we would no sooner trim its roots than shorten the horizon or silence the sea. It is our connection to the land we came from. What do you mainlanders call it? Black marsh. Oh, such simplicity. Well, get on with it.
Tell me, has the color drained from my scales? I have never seen a Hist of such magnitude. How old must it be? And suddenly the thought of dying here is not so bad. To spill my blood on these ancient roots would be an honor. No, I suppose not. The ritual I am about to do may appear simplistic to the casual observer, but I brought these wind chimes all the way from Murkmire. They are sensitive to the Hist song. How familiar are you with Brightthroat practices? How lucky are you to have walked through the mud alongside my teacher? You know then that the chimes I carry will help me interpret this tree's song. I only hope it will be enough to prove to these villagers that we are here to help. Take these chimes and place them upon the Hist. Then step back and allow me a moment to interpret its message.
By the stone! That sound!
What does this mean?
That sound. The Hist is screaming. Did you hear it? So much grief and pain. So much fear. In all my time communing with the Hist, I have never heard such a sound. Thukas! I wish you were here. Oh, what am I supposed to do? I am not sure. This is beyond my training. Would even Zukas know how to interpret what happened here? I need to think. My training. Yes. Thank you, friend. The discordance we just witnessed wasn't like anything I have ever encountered. To pull meaning from the chimes would be like trying to catch a bird in a storm. And yet, I do believe I understood it. Say? No. These were not words. In truth, it was barely even a song. But I felt it pull on me with such force, such desperation. There must be a temple below us. I am certain of it. And I believe it holds a powerful secret. The stone nest cannot hear the Hist, yet it calls to them. It wants to help them. We must enter the temple below the tree. The villagers' only hope against the worm cult is somewhere down there. Please, ask Stone Shaper Tojka to grant us access.
The Saptooth appears shaken, and I admit the ground suddenly feels loose beneath my feet. That sound... was that the Hist? I'm struggling to understand what this means, outsider. Altak's first root. How does she know about? No stone nest has walked its halls in hundreds of seasons. The tree's roots have made its chambers unstable and dangerous. It would make a poor shelter against the necromancer forces. Secret. Of that I am certain. Our ancestors, the Builders, left many secrets across the island in their wake. Perhaps Manikai speaks truth. The Builders could have left something below, a defense of some sort, a weapon. If you are right, it may save our village. If you are wrong, you will likely die down below. I suppose I have nothing to lose. I will allow it, but do not mistake this allowance for trust. Zika Ilan will accompany you and oversee your search. Zika Ilan, I have granted the outsiders access to the ancient temple. You will accompany them.
Stone guide me.
Thank you, Stone Shaper. You will not regret this.
Be warned. Legends claim our presence will awaken undead defenders and disturb our ancient ancestors.
Grona. That sounds promising. Let us seek out more such notes.
Counterweights and pendulums. My tail twitches with curiosity.
Did that say vault? So something is hidden deeper in this temple. journals did not do this vault justice.
And it seems the pendulums block our path. Tepivas, a moment.
The translated passages did not prepare me for this breathtaking sight. It is by the will of the Hist that we have found this marvel. I am sure of it. What do you make of these notes, Red? The Maskrona. Such a remarkable creation. I have seen a few of these ancient statues around the island. Could these ancient creations be more than that? But the translator, Jaziz. These types of protections are not uncommon, especially in Zanmirs of this size. The counterweights are likely deeper within the temple. You should speak with Zika. Something tells me he will have an idea. From what I have learned of Death Dancers, they are never caught unprepared. Maybe I overestimate our dear Zika, but I do not think so. The translated passages did not prepare me for this breathtaking sight.
It saddened me to see these halls in disrepair. But look at the beauty of this site. An inverted Zanmir? Great pendulums blocking our path? To think, we considered such wonders lost to us. Perhaps it is my turn to contribute to your effort. The Stone Nest people have made our homes in many a cave and crevice across the island. As such, we Death Dancers may be called to difficult-to-reach places to perform our duties. So I offer you my grapple. I trust you know how to use it. I imagine it will come in handy where the temple walkways have collapsed. And by the way, be careful. The temple walkways... I must admit, Manikai are all bright roads as colorful as you.
Zika Elan, are you flirting?
What? No. I did not mean... No.
On est les meilleurs. Allez, faisons parler la foudre.
Look at the pendulums. The pendulum swings now, Tepi Voss.
Tu veux mourir? You are afraid of Death Dancer.
Large fish unnerve me. And let me guess. For you, it is...
They have
spiders.
far too many eyes, each hungrier than the last.
Tu veux mourir? Oh, je me mettais juste
And
en jambe.
another begins to swing. The path is clear. At least as clear as swinging pendulums will allow.
You do not seem the athletic sort, Manny Kai. Do you have what it takes?
I thought the plan was for you to carry me across.
Vous n'avez pas l'air en forme. Essayez d'avancer.
Song still my beating heart. This is incredible.
To think all of this was hidden just beneath our feet. We should speak, Tepi Voss. It seems I owe you and Manny Kai an apology. I was brutish in my refusal to heed her warnings. To think I may have cost Zorhis the protection of these guardians. Now, let us find a way to activate them. A control stone? Stoneshaper Tojka has long studied these Vosgrona, but I have never heard him mention such a thing. Could it be what this guardian holds in its hand? Stone guide me. The writings of Zinnik Muz seemed to imply a loss of faith in his fellow builders. Could that be the key? Perhaps he hid the control stone behind an act of trust? In our youth, my clutch siblings would seek out builder mechanisms like the counterweights outside the vault. They were tests of faith, skill, determination. The key to accessing the control stone must be trust. Join me on the next level. Manny... level above. Come.
Whatever you say, prickly pear. I trust you.
Now is not the time for cute names, Tree Frog. Mainlander, approach the Center Guardian.
Tree frog. I like that.
Mainlander. Take the control stone from the Guardian's grip.
Look at Zika solve puzzles. Impressive.
Join us up here. Let us see if this stone can call the Guardians to Zorhist's aid.
The Guardians are moving.
This event is worthy of a mural, friends. They're headed toward the village. I will go on ahead and inform Stone Shaper Toshka.
Haste guide you, Death Dancer. Friend, let us talk before we return to Zorhist. When I first heard the Hist's cries, I never expected to be led to a discovery as stunning as this. To talk in the halls of the Builders is truly an honor. If the journal spoke true, their creators intended for them to act as defenders of their people. Let us hope that we have given the Eggkin of Zorhist the edge they need to face the Necromancers. No doubt Zika is apprising the Stone Shaper of what we accomplished. I hope he will be grateful enough to allow me to remain in Zorhist to study its ancient stones. But, just in case, I will go on ahead. I wish to take in this marvel a moment longer.
Ah, tant mieux. Je n'avais pas envie de marcher. Ne nous sous-estimez pas. Vive nous!
To arms, friend! We must protect the Stone Shaper!
The Control Stone. Use it to summon the Vaskrona. Now, take it down! Stone Shaper, to me! I will protect you!
We will carve your deeds in stone, Brightthroat.
Haste grants you the chance to do so.
J'avais envie d'essayer ça.
I will get the Stone Shaper to safety and help clear out any remaining cultists.
One moment, Zika. I wish to commune with the Hist.
As you wish. And give it my thanks, if you please.
Yes, all is calm. Can you feel it, friend? The gentle breeze. The return of buzzing insects. I do not even need my chimes to know that the hiss... That is kind of you to say, but I did not do this for him. I needed to prove to myself that I could one day be a leader. I thought I would do this by aiding the... Of course not. But while aiding the people of Tamriel is an achievement, saving the villagers of Zorhist, and reconnecting with my own ancestors, that is my first step toward becoming a Root Herald. Now, allow me this moment with the Hist. Check on the Stone Shaper. I will join you momentarily.
Je me mettais juste en jambes, là. Il faut se méfier des enfants des rues. Une fois, j'ai mis la main dans un sac comme ça et j'ai trouvé des grenouilles vivantes. Ça m'a fait drôle. J'attendais l'occasion de tester ce sort.
So, you'd prefer a story with wanton violence over a complicated and intensely intimate connection. Is that what I'm hearing?
Stop making me sound like some kind of brute. You know that's not what this is about.
I actually think it makes you sound quite dashing, Dolph.
I keep telling Dolph he should just write his own story, put whatever he wants in it. Personally, I might keep the bedded sea slode thing. But no, nobody wants to listen to old Brucius Two Shields. Yeah, like I'm going to tell some stranger where I keep my second shield. Nice try.
When I get out of here, I'm making a song called Dolphin the Dullard. I paid him for safe passage all the way here, and I was inspired enough by Dullard and his crew to write an epic poem based on their adventures. While doing a reading just now, he felt the need to interrupt and take issues with my creative liberties regarding his selection of... I don't have to explain my creative choices just because someone takes issue with them. Oh, he says he slayed a sea slode. I said he laid a sea slode. Well, the truth is that both claims are fiction. I'm not hurting anyone. It's more interesting this way. I'm Victor Varian, bard, poet, songwriter, storyteller. It's funny, I thought you were going to say you recognized me. And I've never heard of you, so I guess we have that in common. Looking for inspiration. I heard all about the goings-on here, and I tried to get here as fast. See? It's a captivating narrative choice. To those with taste.
You twist my words one more time, little man, and I'll twist off whichever one is your quill hand.
I do think Dolph's got a point that him bedding a sea slode makes no sense with the rest of Victor's story. There's no way he could hold his breath long enough. Me, on the other hand, I wouldn't have a problem.
A victim of mischaracterization is what I am. He's making me look like an idiot in front of my crew. I told him privately it makes no narrative sense on a lot of levels. All of a sudden, he starts making me look like some illiterate rube.
This is the village we seek. The corpse dealers have been emptying our villages to fill their prisons.
Merveilleux. On fait la course?
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
You hit Sheridak? Are you in league with this vile criminal? Begone! Traveler, do not attack Sheridak. This one has captured the vile illusionist Millie Renaud after chasing her across land and sea. She is a very dangerous prisoner. If Sheridak is not careful, he may fall prey to another one of her vile tricks. My face? What do you... Ah! But this is an illusion! This cruel trickster has found a novel way to torment poor Sheridak! No wonder this one was attacked. Sharadak looks like the shambling dead. Sharadak does not know. Millie surely knows, but she enjoys his torment too much to show any mercy. Sharadak supposes it is not even...
These pajamas are silk, I'll have you know. And now they're filthy. Do you know how hard it is to come by garments this fine on this backwater island? Sharadak's gonna pay for this. Literally. Of course it is. I wouldn't lead Sharadak to this backwater island in the middle of a war for anything but the love of the chase. Tell you what, untie me, and I'll cast a spell that can undo my illusion. Can't let my favorite cat get attacked again. One more game, Sharadak. Your friend here just has to pick the correct sprite to undo my illusion. These pajamas are silk, I'll have you know. And now they're filthy. Do you know how hard it is to come by garments?
Traveler, do not attack Sharadak. This one has captured the vile illusionist Millie Renaud after chasing her across...
Je vais frimer un peu.
Mainlander, I would appreciate a word. The moss of suspicion covered my eyes when you and the Brightthroat arrived in my village. It was wrong of me to judge you on preconceived notions alone. My scales shudder to think what would be left of Zorhist had I turned you away. The wonders of our ancestors never ceased to amaze me. I do not know if I will ever be able to repay this debt, but I have an idea where to start. The Sturk Fellowship needs warriors, yes? Then consider the Stone Nest of Zorhist allies. We will need time to recover, of course, but we will send supplies and our most skilled warrior, Zika Ilan. I hope you have not grown tired of his gruff tongue yet. Zika Ilan, you will aid the Sturk Fellowship as an envoy of the Stone Nest, and in your duties as a death dancer.
And I will do so with the strength given to me by the stone. Tepi Voss, little stone. It seems we will be seeing more of each other. I have grown particularly skilled at cutting down cultists as of late. I am certain I will be worth at least 20 or 30 of your mainlander warriors. You mistake me, mainlander. While at first I meant it as an insult, I now say it with the utmost respect. You are the first stone that leads the avalanche, and your deeds decorate the mountainside of our history. Not if it embarrasses you. Well, perhaps even still. Know that when the battle is won, I will dedicate a year to the carving of your mural within Zorhist. Your name will be remembered for seasons unending.
I can hardly believe it. Have we truly won the support of the Stone Nest? Please tell me that my ears did not deceive me, friend. Thank the Hist! That is wonderful news! Did he mention if I can stay and study the ways of the Stone Nest? Oh, wait. Better to ask forgiveness, yes? Now, has he said what aid he will offer? My bog cup overflows with trapped flies. All the more opportunities to pester him about his culture and their practices. I cannot wait to show him around Sunport. There are many foods I wish for him to try. You have done more than just secure aid. You helped save this village, and unearthed a secret lost to time. Take this, friend. I await our reunion on the battlefields of Solstice. I will not soon forget our time together, friend. I do not know what the future brings, but I plan to enjoy my time on this island while I can. Perhaps I will take Zika to Sunport and show him the city. I am certain he will hate it. The difference is night and day, friend. What was once a rushing mudslide is now a trickling river. It is strange to me that these What is the phrase these stone nests use? Tongue like a stone knife? This is not about what I have gained. The Hist song led us into that temple, down to those guardians. Without my chimes, they would never have heard the Hist's warning. A simple protective enchantment. Do you think it easy to bring such a delicate tool across the seas? I understand your trepidation. The Hist song is a mysterious force. It cannot be touched or measured. It asks, I ask, only for your trust. Does it matter? We did something good here. We saved lives. Enjoy the day, hero. After all, we do not know how many we have remaining. Zika, now that we will be working together, can I ask you a few questions?
I believe Stone Shaper Toshka would make for a better teacher.
Now, Zika. Do not dismiss yourself out of hand. You are an excellent teacher.
As you wish.
This is going to be so much fun.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
My egg sister is clever. She hid the note in an enigma totem. My egg sister's drawing reveals the correct faces on the totem. Each decorative wall tile rotates a different block in the totem. Ha! Did you hear? That opened the compartment. Now you can recover the note. Is that what you sought? Will it help you find your missing friend? Does the note indicate how to find your missing mage? May I see? Mor Naril is a forbidden place, an ancient Daedric temple. The Death Dancers of old battled Daedra there long ago, or so our legends say. I know nothing of a Wraith Forge, but the Bismuth mine, I can take you there if you like. Of course. I am a Stone Nest Death Dancer, and this is my territory. I would be very poor at my job if I did not know the area like I know the scales on my tail. The Corpse Stealers have an encampment there. We shall go together. The mine lies just to the north of Zorhist, my people's largest village. These soul flayers threaten the Stone Nest tribe, along with everyone else. I believe the stone has placed us on the same path for a reason.
Oh oui, ça faisait du bien.
They mine the beautiful bismuth for ugly purposes. I want to end the threat.
Allons-y.
Look, Mainlander, a map. It shows where they plan to set some of their soul flayers.
Vous avez été incroyable.
documents. Let us discuss our discovery. Let us chisel to the truth and review the documents we discovered here. Yes. More power cores for the soul flares. It seems they plan to test single-use devices at the sites indicated on the map we found. Then they will create flares that kill without stopping. But what? And they dare seek to violate an ancient burial site of my people. To raise an army of undead. I must ponder. If we can determine which Zonmir they plan to plunder, we can be sure to find your missing mage there. I will return to your prince, talk to my egg sister. Perhaps she can direct us to the burial site they plan to pillage. And we must warn the Stone Nest villages of the coming danger. You go to these harvest sites and destroy the flares. Head to the harvest sites. I will have your prince send help.
Ça donne un coup de fouet, ça!
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Jetrison, I'll catch you at the camp, pal.
J'attendais l'occasion de tester ce sort. Ma magie vous détruira tous!
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Five Claw. Raz came as Jitra requested. You could use some help, yes?
C'est beaucoup mieux que de lire.
Raz does not like these flares. Pull out its core and destroy it. There, Five Claw. Raz loves it when villains leave correspondence lying out in the open. Soul flares that continuously kill? How will our forces get through such defenses? There! Walt suggested the crystal power core will be brittle. Pull it out and crush it. We are done here, Five Claw. Head to the other side and do it again. This one will see you at the camp.
Ja. 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 Ja.
Jitra, you can't just rush off. Let us help.
Help? You do not appear to be in any condition to help anyone, Knight.
Jitra's on edge. I get it. Her people are being taken captive and slaughtered. She's not sure she can trust her sister, not to mention the Soul Flayers. She's a mess. Questioning her purpose, her role, feeling lost, worthless. Not you too. Everyone is so worried about poor, fragile, broken Darien. Jitra, Scordo. All right. You want me to say it? Without my light, I am powerless. We're facing the worst situation since the last terrible event. I'm nothing. The golden armor was a gift from Meridia. I'm not her knight anymore. But before all that, I defended Camlorn as a Lion Guard. That's who I am right now. Who I've always been. I need to find that man again. For Gabriel. If he even still exists. Yeah, I am, aren't I? Figured this old armor might help me find the old me again. Back when protecting people was all that mattered. I could fight, flirt, and never doubted a thing. I want that version of me back. Maybe this is the first step. Noticed some Lion Guard among the Stirk Fellowship. Traded them for it. But hey, thanks for that. Your words. They helped. And I'll be alright. Now go give your report to Prince Azah. I can see him looking impatiently in this direction.
If you're done talking Darian out of his dark mood, I'm eager to hear your report. Jitra explained about Varnus's note in the mine, but what happened at the Soul Flayer harvest sites? Scordo and Raz said you destroyed them, but not much else. A perimeter defense for Mor Naril? That implies Manamarco is using the old temple as a stronghold. We will need to figure out a way to disable or bypass these flares, or our whole enterprise is lost. Anything else? Then our way forward is clear. We must find this necropolis, stop them from raising the undead, and rescue Varnus. Business as usual. Yes, I suppose it is. But let us not ignore the successes we've had thus far, comrade. Discovering the existence and nature of the Soul Flayers, learning about Mor Naril, and now we have hope of rescuing Varnus. Well done. Comrade, thanks to the information you helped uncover, we now have our first real chance to find and rescue Varnus Galarian. Regent Corinway pointed out a few such locations when we went over the maps of Eastern Solstice together. But there are too many to just guess and hope we get lucky. Show Jitra what you found. Maybe she can help us narrow down the choices. Oh, Jitra wanted to leave a long time ago, but I urged her to wait for your return. She isn't happy with me, but she still respects you. I think she'll help. And take the light of Meridia. You may need it to stop them from raising an undead army. Once Jitra points you at the most likely location to look for Varnus, I'll send Darian along to assist you. You could use the help, and I can't have him sitting around camp and moping. It's bad for everyone else's morale. We still need to figure out a defense against the Soul Flayer's death fields. Walks is studying the power core and notes you recovered. Until we know more, I don't dare move the advance force deeper into the island or call